Good evening, PLW Nation. It's Thursday night. I'm Brad Ogden with my man J-Dub, Jonathon Wilson.
Excited, man.
It's another Thursday night. We get to talk about something we both love to talk about.
Some whiffs, baby.
Some whiffs, baby. Right off the bat, I think we're going to just kind of go into a quick recap. This last series, we kind of hyped it up last week. It starts off with what could it be, a series to kind of open it up. You got the Lightning, number one, against the Vaders. And
what a series it was to watch.
But if the Lightning take that series, 10-2, 11-1.
At that point, who in the league can beat the Lightning? Yeah. That's what you're asking yourself.
Yeah, you're asking, are they Ivan Drago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looked like that early. It was 3-0, and it was an ugly 3-0.
Yeah.
Purdy looked like he was cruising. The Lightning,
if once Purdy gets in a rhythm, good luck.
Yeah, and they're capitalizing on Vader mistakes.
Yeah.
But the Vaders kind of figure something out in an inning, and then Tyler Welinski. I think we had the clip of the Tyler Welinski
hero, man.
Yeah,
I talked to Tyler. Me and Tyler Welinski are like childhood friends. We played baseball growing up from young age all the way up to pretty much high school.
Yep.
And I think I talked to him, and he said he hasn't swung a football bat in like a year and a half or something like that. It's unreal.
Yeah, Judy. So catch this clip. We got a clip
clip.
We have it. So we got this clip. This is the Tyler Welinski.
3-0.
3-0.
2 outs.
2 outs. Oh, boom. That swing changed the entire series.
Yeah. It might change their entire season.
Exactly. I mean, it's a guy who was literally on the free agent list. Anybody could have had him.
And you know what's crazy is I was watching that series, and right before Tyler comes up, Kyle Eder struck. I think he struck out. I think he struck out. And I was like, well, this game's over. Lightning's going to take this one, and they're probably going to cruise the rest of the series. And Tyler Welinski against Purdy, Cy Young candidate every season, one of the best pitchers in this league, sets records. And Tyler Welinski said, you can shove those records where the sun don't shine, my friend.
Exactly. And now if you got, and Sasai's in the chat, I will say this. If you didn't get to watch that series, if you want to see how defense with this new rule of stopping runners from scoring, the Vaders had a plan. We know Tanner Roundy. He's an exceptional athlete. Yep. He hit Billy Santiwan in stride every time so he could turn
literally perfect.
And throw it home. They kept runners from scoring, bases loaded twice in extra innings, and the Lightning don't score.
And I think that was the first time all season I think we've seen the play at home stop the runner from scoring. And they did it back-to-back innings.
They did it back-to-back innings, and a little bit of controversy, like they thought maybe that was a little too close, but they all looked.
Yeah.
If they called them that where he couldn't advance, I had no argument. I couldn't say anything as a watcher. But I won't say the Vaders steal game one, but they earn game one.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
They earn game one. And then the second game, I'm looking at it and going, okay, what's going to happen here? How are the Lightning going to bounce back? And they didn't.
No.
I mean, it was...
You could see all their morale. Like, everyone on the field is heads down. Like, nobody really looked like they wanted to be there. They're like, what are we doing here? And it's like, it's one game.
Yeah.
Like, brush it off, short-term memory, move on. You have a series to win. It's not... Your series isn't over because of one game.
Yeah.
And just like that, they let it be.
But we also talk about the Vaders. And, again, I think our man C-Run says it best. The Vaders can be embarrassed or they can embarrass you.
Absolutely.
They have... I kind of write it up. In the rankings, you'll see it later. They're three-headed monster in the rotation.
Oh, it's unreal right now.
When Eder is
let me put it this way: the best pitcher in that three-headed monster, in my opinion, isn't even Billy, and that says a lot alone right there.
Yeah. So Eder looked unhittable at times.
Yep.
Roundy looked great, and C-Run says it right there. Hey, I think Roundy's MVP of the first.
Oh, it's not. Right now, it's not close.
I think it's hands down. He's
hitting 400 plus. He's one of the best pitchers in this league. He's got
7 or 8 home runs.
Yeah, something like that. It's unreal how many bombs he has. He plays amazing defense in the field. I don't think there's a player in the league right now that's touching Roundy.
Yeah, he's playing fantastic. And then they can turn the ball to Santiwan.
Yeah. It's like, hey, here's my safety net. Just reigning Cy Young.
Yeah, reigning Cy Young.
Not a lot of teams get to do that.
We get the most unlikeliest. We both had Vaders taking this series. I don't think either one of us saw a sweep.
Yeah. We both called the Vaders, though.
We both called the Vaders. I think they're not a bad matchup, but they're a team that can match up with the Lightning week in and week out
100%.
because of their pitching.
I mean, I think their team alone is just dangerous. Like, even if you look at their hitting lineup, you got Billy Santuan, I think leads the league in home runs. He's hitting like 300 plus. Tanner behind him, Kyle behind him. And I know Kyle right now is struggling, which is scary for the league. And the Vaders are doing this well with Kyle hitting, I think, under 200. Once Kyle starts heating up.
Yeah, and no Hut, no Geo.
That's what, it's
no Hut, no Geo. Jerome Benlaw's playing well. Tyler Walensky off the bench. Desai playing well.
Yeah.
Jason Walker pitching when he needs to. Playing. Jason Walker was at third base in this series.
Yeah.
So, and then we get another one of these flips. I wish we had the clip. We got another one of the Eder behind the back.
I saw
flip
it. I see it live. Yeah, it was nice, man. I mean, kids play with confidence. You can't blame them. As long as it works out.
Yeah.
The moment it stops working out, society will probably be like, hey, look, let's put an end to that. But right now, while it's working, hey, keep him confident, keep him happy. As long as he's pitching well on the mound, I wouldn't stop a single thing he's doing right now.
Exactly. Playing with confidence. That's the team that plays with confidence. Yeah. The second series, your beloved Snappers against the Night Owls. Now, both these teams were struggling. Somebody was coming out of the series, losers of 6 in a row. Oh, okay. Losers of 6 in a row or 5 out of 6.
Yeah.
There was just because both teams came in 0-3. Yeah. This team.
It's a must win for both series.
It's a must win. So I have one of the most impressive stat lines ever.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the most impressive stat line I've ever got, and it's from my guy, Levi Lawrence. Yeah. So they take a great game, 12-11, game 1, slugfest, both teams hitting well, both teams playing well. This is his line for game 1. 6 innings pitched, 13 hits given up, 11 runs, 10 earned, 8 Ks. Yep. He gets the win.
Yep.
That tells me a lot.
It doesn't tell it all, though, because what realistically happened game 1 is our pitchers, we all struggled. Taylor walked out within 4 batters, which you'll never see again. I haven't seen that in 6 seasons of playing with him. But, hey, it's first time for everything. Shane walked out early. I walked out early. We're giving up, hits here, hits there, and they're getting timely hits where we're walking people. But, I don't like to use excuses there. But if Taylor doesn't walk out, it could be a much different series or a much different game 1. But, hey, hats off to Levi for being able to buckle it down after giving up that many runs and being able to at least keep your team in there, because if he walks out, it could get ugly again.
He walked one guy.
Who was that?
I don't know. Probably you.
Yep.
So the second game, we have our version of the Bash Brothers. So the Bash Brothers, if you're a younger guy, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, back in the height of their steroid powers. We have that, maybe a little less steroids, but no difference of height. We got back-to-backs by Briner.
None other than the Bash Brothers.
Bash Brothers. Let's show that clip.
I think we have it.
We have it. He says he's got it. He's bringing it up.
While we're waiting on that, I do see Tyler Walensky in the chat. What's up, Tyler Walensky?
Big Willie. So here we go. This is back-to-back to start the bottom of the first.
Listen, people, we see this all the time. This might be your first time seeing it in a while, but oh my God, fans didn't even move. The ball's just in the street.
So if you are new to PLW, this is our GOAT.
Yeah, he's Jesus Christ of PLW.
Yeah, and
I'm so lucky to be able to play next to him.
Yeah,
like Miller said, that game 2 is the death of 1,000 solos. We hit 1,000,000 solos that game.
You guys hit again walks. We always say solos don't kill you, but when you hit this many, like there's boom. That's the replay, and then right behind that,
Mr.
Shane Weber, and I think it's the next pitch. It's like the next pitch. Holligan's trying to throw a little get me over because they have no innings from Levi left, basically.
Yeah, I mean they have innings, but they're crucial ones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're crucial ones. And then Shane Weber. It's like the same. Then the next at bat.
No, it's full count. Yeah,
full count. Line drive.
A laser.
Line drive. Brundage almost catches it.
Yeah,
and it goes over.
It was 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah. So absolutely smoked.
Cody said, "Jesus Christ, PLW, take it easy, Good Lord."
That's our guy.
It's good gas for my teammate, Cody. All right, I hear the way you talk about your teammates, and we won't discuss that live on air, but it's up there with Jesus Christ and PLW. All right.
So you guys get the split.
Yep.
Go to game 3. It's more of the same.
Yep.
Briner hitting bombs. You hit a solo in the game 2.
Yep.
Snappers roll.
So you know what's funny is after game 1, I hit my first home run in game 1. Shane goes up to Taylor. He says, "Taylor, you and Wilson are now tied for home runs, right?" Taylor goes on to hit, I think, 4 more after that.
Yeah, he was the player of the game for that one.
Yeah.
I could have picked him or Weber. They both ridiculous. They either had like four home runs. They were just ridiculous.
I mean, the team as a whole, I think this was kind of a week that we needed to get back to snapper ball. You know what I mean? And Austin Topol looked good once again. Brandon Gregg pitched well. He came in and finally, saw some innings, threw some strikes. He was hitting well. So I think as a whole, our entire team played well. Adam Kennedy finally got his first bomb. I want to shout out to him. Good for him. And, as a whole, we kind of came back to life and figured out what we needed to do to get some wins.
Yeah, so that was good for you guys. The Night Owls kind of drop again, getting the bad end of a split, so they dropped to 5-7. You guys, you guys get to, I think it's 6-6. No, not 6-6.
I think we are
one game over.
We're 5-6, I believe, to start that series.
So
we're 7-7.
Yeah, so you have one of those weird where you guys played
because the Bombers won. Because we played in a freaking blizzard.
So the next series, the nightcap, again, another one of these original 5 that we always kind of talk about. Sam Vipers, Bombers.
Much more of a doozy than what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like Tannic gets his. I think we have it. Whoa! No, you have the Wilson solo. Let's see it. Let's see the Wilson solo.
Oh, I love seeing myself hit some home runs. It's a very rare thing when I do it, so it's great to see it when I do. That thing. You hang it, we bang it. See you later.
To T Big Willie right there.
Yeah,
there
he throws it back on the field. How disrespectful.
Throw it
Tyler
back.
Walensky, we've been friends for how long, dude? And you're out here throwing my ball back in there? Maybe I wanted to take that thing home and put it in a case or something. You never know.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's Vipers, Bombers. We get to see, and I know we have that clip because he made sure that everybody knew about it. Game 2, Tannic gets his 100th home run. But I don't remember game 1 because this one I couldn't watch.
I'm trying to remember. I umped this series, and I don't really. It just
kind of went. It just kind of went.
There was nothing crazy. There was nothing that jumped out at me or anything.
Yeah.
We got Austin Topol's brother in the chat. What's up, man?
There we go. There we go. So there's the bomb.
Yeah, there was his 100th home run. It's about time, man. He's been trying to catch Taylor Briner forever now. He's not going to catch him taking this long to hit home runs.
What's more impressive, his 100 home runs or Nick Sansone's 220 singles?
He has 220
Something ridiculous. He has like 50 more than everybody else.
It's funny because me and him always mess around with each other. If I ump your guys' series and he gets the first, I'm like, dude, get some air out of the ball, dude. You're hitting we won't go into the words, but he says the same thing back to me when I do it. So it's funny that he has 220. If he has, I know he has a bunch. I think he set the record one season for most singles, right? When he was batting champ.
It's something ridiculous. But if I remember the series right, Snappers take the series. Yeah. We get this one. We had the Bombers. We both picked the Bombers. We thought the pitching would be a little better. Yeah. I'm waiting for the Bombers to start bombing. They hit no home runs in this series, I don't believe.
So you know what the biggest thing to me about the Bombers is, and I talked to Cody Reynolds about this because me and him get to talk PLW all the time, and he said something to me that made too much sense, and it was like, there's way too much talent with the Bombers for them to be playing this way. Like, they're either the puzzle pieces are right, they're just putting them in the wrong places, or something's off because there's way too much talent. Mateo, home run king. You got Max, who's plays all 3 positions well. You got Alex, who pitches well, who hits well, who's really been hitting well this season. You got TB, the MVP. Hall is hit. There's something that's not adding up with this team that a lot of people can't figure out. Why are they playing this way? This is a team that should already have a championship by now. Yeah. The team is way too good.
I think it's Big Al not in the dugout.
That's what I said. We just had a birthday dinner at our house for Alex, and I told Big Al, I said, dude, you got to start showing up, man. These dudes don't know what they're doing without you in there.
Exactly. He's a calming force. Mm-hmm. Oh, what do we got now? Oh, haha. He thinks so, too.
We got TB. We got TB downstairs doing this whole thing for us, being able to TD for us, and he agrees with us as well. Let's get a shot of his face, please.
There we go. Let's.
No, but I think also, too, Mateo hasn't hit a bomb in, I think, 3 series in a row now, which is really rare air for him.
If I remember right, because TB has all my write-ups downstairs, they didn't hit a home run in this series.
Yeah, that's unreal. I mean, they're named the Bombers.
They're not called the Singles. So when you don't hit home runs in this league, that means it takes at least 1 extra base hit. But it takes 3 singles to score a run.
Yeah.
So
especially
I mean,
with the new rules now.
It's really hard to score runs.
Also, Alex Fernandez, I remember watching the game. He hit at least 8 great swings, hard hit balls that just weren't leaving the yard or right at somebody. And it's just it's one of those series where nothing can go right. and then like everything goes against you as well. So like they were smoking balls. The Sand Vipers were making great defensive plays. Hicks out there stopping things at shortstop. So I mean, it was a rough series all around for the Bombers.
Yeah, Bombers. Then that kind of ends a Saturday night, and again, we're still in the weather out here where it's cooler at night, and the wind just kind of blows where we're at, and we're gonna.
So we have a go-ahead home run shot.
Oh, there we go. Show that. Let's see that home run shot.
Oh, that's right.
This is a Hicksey's.
I think this.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Tannick hitting the go-ahead in the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah. This ball was actually blasted. I remember this one.
But TB giving himself up here, showing it for the fans.
Look at that. The pitch was insane, though.
Yeah.
That's just a great swing. Like, let's watch that one more time. That pitch was nasty. What were you saying there, bro?
How does he hit that?
I don't know.
Like that is a Stevenson-esque.
Like, look at this.
It looks like it's a knuckleball.
Look at the break on this thing.
Because I mean, it's got to be
great pitch, just a better swing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a screwball. Look
screwball.
At this thing. I mean, granted, it ended up at the middle of the PLW logo, but the pitch started at his forehead. So
yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a good swing by Tannick there.
And Vipers take the sweep. This is huge for them. Yeah. They get up, they get to 9-3. They drop the Bombers down to 4-7. Yeah. Like that's
it's trouble in Bombersville right now. I know those guys and I know them well, and it's not pretty right now. They're definitely have to figure something out. Somebody's got to get hot. Cody also said they slump at the same time and they're all hot at the same time, which is a problem. You need somebody to be able to pick you up in those times when you're slumping. When you don't, and it just kind of snowballs down, it's an ugly sight.
Yeah, it's. I don't mind it because we haven't played them yet. Yeah. I want them to keep slumping for a little longer, but I know that they won't. The team, again, that'll be probably something we talk about next week. Who's out of the playoffs that we think will make the playoffs, that kind of thing. Sunday morning starts with an ugly series. It's ugly all around.
This
is Legends ones
with nobody there on either team.
Like this is a mash unit for both teams, and they had the better mash unit.
Yeah.
This is the Adrian Gutierrez show. Hopefully we got some of those, but we got all day today saying Bombers need to make a move. They're all family. Who are they moving? Come on,
I'm not going to say anything, but I think something big.
Something might be brewing.
I think something big is coming.
Yeah, we're going to have a big free agency show coming. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
But so we talk. It's Sunday morning. You got Stein. You got Goot. You got Spencer. You got the rookies for the ones looking good. Yeah. No Chin, no Schmitty, no AK.
I know James pitched as well, right? He pitched.
Yeah, Ogden pitched
well,
fantastic. We'll get to that because I think we got some highway robberies from Spencer Barrett because Billy probably should have had 4 home runs in that series. They take the first game, and basically it's behind the power of James Stein throwing a complete game shutout, and Adrian Gutierrez with a bomb that nothing was going out, and he either hit it perfectly or perfect timing.
He does have a clip.
Let's see the bomb. I hope that if that's the first one, because but they're all 3 the same. It doesn't matter which one you're looking at. It's all 3 the same. They're all solo shots. He had 3 hits, 3 bombs, 3 RBIs. Game 1, Church just gets a little up, and that ball is absolutely hammered.
That thing's over the berm.
Yeah.
That thing was on a line,
Nicky doesn't move.
No, I mean, as a pitcher, you kind of hate when your outfielder does that. Like, at least give it a courtesy look. I didn't give him an absolute
So we're both softball players. We know Goot. Yeah. He gave us the little ooh when he hit it. Like, he saw it, and he unloaded on it. Stein pitched brilliantly. The defense was good enough to win. Yeah. And it was Spencer Barrett in the outfield. Game 2, they turned to James Ogburn. Rookie I got to play with. Yeah. He had guile. He bounced off the mound. He literally could have been their MVP because if you look at his stat line, he has only like an inning and a half or 2 innings less than Stein. They give the same amount of runs. Yeah. So he's pitching a sub-3 ERA.
Well, I said the same thing a while back when I first seen him pitch. I said he's a strike thrower, but he's also getting out. So it's like, what more can you ask from a rookie?
And then again, so this one's another one. This is the death of 2 cuts. One Gutierrez bomb. He hits a bomb to right center. And then Stein hits a bomb. So that was like, that's the end of it. Yeah. We couldn't win that game.
You guys are also shorthanded though, right?
We were shorthanded, but you know what? Sundays are kind of tough, but I had pitching.
Yeah.
I had pitching. I had enough pitching.
He does have a Spencer robbery.
Oh, so this is where we go. So Spencer didn't rob 1. He robbed 2. when you show the clip, I'll know if it's the first one or the second one. Both of them are about the same, where he just makes these unbelievable plays. Trenchy murders this ball. Nope, that's the foul ball. The next one, the next swing is where he gets it. Spencer, underrated. He's a guy I love to play against. Yeah. I got to play for him on this team, the Barons. Trenchy's.
Spencer run that team?
Yeah, we had me, Spencer, Church, Caps. Like, this was a Taco League team that was a good Taco League team. Though. And then the next pitch, literally, like James, again, up. I like how he pitches. He works inside. He works down. And he has a nice little deceptive motion where the ball just kind of comes out. Trenchy hammers this ball. And literally, Spencer makes this great running catch to his left. Like, this ball's gone. Like, he robs it. And it's amazing that he gets
that makes it keeps it at a 2-0 game instead of a 2-1 game.
It would have been a 2-1 game. And he does
little momentum shift.
Yeah, little momentum shift that gets him out of the inning.
Yeah.
And I think right before that, Ogburn makes a diving play. So right before one of the swings over Spencer robs, he makes a diving play at the first base line where he catches the ball.
Jesus.
So, and then we had another Spencer rob. I don't know if we have that one, but he did basically the same thing where he goes, the ball's 5 feet over my head and left. And I just threw it at the fence, and it kept coming back. And it kept coming back. And he leans up. And Spencer's literally got his feet up. And look at this, Robert.
Oh!
That's in the sixth
inning. You can tell he didn't expect to catch this.
No, like literally this ball is absolutely murdered. Everybody gives up on it except for one guy.
Wow. Who hit that?
Billy. Billy had 5 of those.
Wow.
Where he just absolutely destroyed a ball.
Ooh, I know that hurt too. Landed right on the little pole.
They take game 2, and again, they're going to win ugly games because they have enough veterans.
Yeah.
But we take game 3. We kind of get Brendan Height. We don't get shut out. Brendan Height gets his first home run. Shout out to my man B. Height. Little backside bomb off.
Okay, Height.
So we don't get shut out again. We take game 3. If you had told me I'm only taking one game, I think either team with the rosters that we had, I think we were looking to take the series, but we'll take what we can do. And like Cody was saying, you could hear that ball was spinning. Like Billy just absolutely crushed it. And it was just is what it is, but attendance is a talent this year.
So I tell people your greatest ability is availability.
Oh, you had the Height home run. Let's show. This is Brendan
I'm a big
Height
fan, man.
Me too.
I like Height, man.
Like, he's proven to me that he belongs here. This is his first one. He was pissed off. He told me, he goes, I'm mad that we got shut out the first game, and
that's a good swing, man.
That ball is oppo, no doubt. And Spencer goes over the wall. He thinks he's catching everything. Because this is after he robbed Billy.
Yeah.
He had just robbed Billy.
Look at that swing. It's just short, compact to the ball. Like, that's just a great swing. Good for you, Height. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, we got that ball for him, and it's like, when Buff got his first hit, I love my man Jay Buff. I said, but I'm not going to get your first single. If you hit it over the fence, I'll go get it. But we take that game. I think we're okay with it. Our roster's going to look completely different this week.
Yeah.
It's a Murderer's Row is back, so we're good to go.
I hope so, because it's looking kind of ugly over there in Legends Camp.
Yeah, who are you telling? So we go with the last series, the Pharaohs and the Cajuns.
Yeah.
I called that game with James Stein. I called the series. The Pharaohs need to find something, and I'll start with a 6th player. Because they had to face Andrew Leday and Ryan Roosh. And a little precursor to that, it was we were picked to get the sweep. Now we're -2 stars. Right, you guys played great. Cody Reynolds kind of gave me, like, they were struggling. The Pharaohs were struggling for offense. They were struggling for offense. And he goes, and they get to face Roosh and Leday.
Yeah, it's not.
That's not a recipe for a winning, regardless of your lineup.
Those guys were okay pitchers, I'd say.
Yeah. Roosh comes in, pitches fantastic, gets the win for the first game. Yeah. Then Andrew Leday comes in. So there's a record in PLW.
Yeah, I didn't hear this stat.
Most consecutive innings without allowing an earned run.
Yeah.
James Stein, I did the research on it.
Okay.
For season 1, he did 18 2/3.
Okay.
The second most, 18 1/3.
TB.
Nope. Adam Tannick.
Okay.
Now, tied for second is one Andrew Leday. He has not given up an earned run. in 2 series, but I think it's like 3 weeks because I don't think he gave up any earned runs in the week before.
Yeah.
So he's
and I'd almost argue to say it's more impressive because the talent obviously is miles ahead as it is now. So back in season 1, yeah, a lot of people love to joke about it, and yeah, the talent wasn't where it is now. Like everybody in this league is a ball player. So
but you played 5-on-5 too.
That's also true, yeah. But again, I in my opinion, it's way more impressive that he's doing it now. Like, I mean, every team has stars on them, so it's not like this isn't where there's 2 or 3 good teams at the top. Now it's 1 through 10. I mean, even granted, the ones have stars on their team, but they can't them. So the fact that he has 18 and a third with no runs given up right now is mind blowing to me. It's so impressive.
He leads the league in strikeouts. Yeah. He leads the league in innings pitched. 58. He ain't getting 58. Let's stop there right there. If he gets to 20, if he gets to 21.
Who do they play next? Who's the Cajuns next?
They play next. Let's see. I got it right there. The Cajuns play the ONEs.
He might go 24 and a third, man. No, wait, what is that? 20. He might go 27 and a third, man.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, so he gets 12 strikeouts. Yeah. He walked like the second batter in the first inning, pitched a complete game.
I mean, it's the vintage Lede, man. We all knew that nobody's shocked by this.
No.
You know what I mean? This is what Lede does.
So the Cajuns get another sweep. They get to 6-6 after being, 1-5?
Something like that. Yeah, they just start 1-5. Yeah.
So 1-5. Now they're 5-1. They're starting to roll a little bit. We both picked that one. I think we both had it kind of like the sweep chances.
I just want to speak on the Pharaohs for a quick second. Like last week when I had my little spiel about them, a lot of people said, "Wow, J-Dub, that's like rough. Why are you going so hard at them?" And it's like, I didn't mean it, and then like the teams don't like them. The problem is the teams in the PLW heard what the night out or what the Pharaohs were thinking about the league, that it's easy and they're just going to walk through it, and people were saying it's light work. And after the Warbird series, they're like, man, this is really like all they have to offer. And it's like, no, like now you guys get in this league, and to me it just seems like they don't care. And it's like, you better start caring because eventually you're going to have 10 wins and the season's going to be over, and you guys are not going to enjoy your time in the PLW. So I hope for the Pharaohs' sake and for Seth Barden's sake and Logan's sake and Bax's and Trask and all these guys have so much talent, and a lot of them I'm cool with, and I talk to Seth all the time, and it's just like, where you guys got to put this energy and this effort into the season and try to show the league that we belong here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because before you know it, time's going to be up.
Flashes of brilliance, but not really anything that kind of happens. So
we have some Cajuns clips from.
Oh, let's hit it. There we go. Let's hit the Cajuns clip.
5450 clips.
5450 clip. So this is, I want to say,
I don't know what this is.
This might be. Oh, this is just him. Oh. So this is.
Oh man.
Oh, this is Cody Reynolds' end of the game. Oh,
Cody. Cody. Oh, Cody. Let's secure that thing next time, yeah.
Yeah. So after the first one, I think he was just messing around. But I did some other clips, and we'll get the clips better. I'm gonna start knocking those out. I have a clip where it's just Lede just being nasty. Yeah. Like he, at the end, he just didn't even care. He was like, boom, slider, outer pipe, and then boom, slider in on your hands, and it was like boom, boom, you're done. Yep. And then Mansell hitting a nuke.
Look how quick his hands just get through the ball. The kid just holy smokes. Let me see that one more time.
Yeah, we'll see that one. So that's kind of like the dagger.
If he doesn't swing at this, his pitch probably. I don't know how close it was, but it might have hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah, it might have hit him pretty.
Oh, I think we lost our.
Oh, we lost our stream. Uh-oh.
No, we lost our place. We're good.
There we go. So now we're going to go into the updated rankings. So we're going to go backwards from 10. My man J-Dub said that's probably better. We're going to have a little more intrigue. A little
surprise at the end.
A little surprise. So you let me know when you're ready, Trev, and we'll start with the number 10. All right. So number 10, I think we can both agree who's number 10.
It's the Pharaohs.
It's the Pharaohs.
Yeah.
I write up in the thing, and I said they need to find their mojo, whatever that is.
Like you said, a sixth player.
They need to find whatever got them, because they were riding high. Yeah. They were riding high in that first series, and I want to say even the series that they got the bad splits. Yeah. They showed tenacity. They had a little spark. They show power. They have 19 walks as a team, and they've struck out over 56 times.
Ooh.
That's
a big thing too is like. And I don't know how much it really comes down to it, but I mean, losing Gavin was huge. I mean, that kid, like Cody said, the kid is special, bro. The kid he's going to be a star in this league, and it's like maybe losing him. It's just like, But again, you get Logan out of it, so they didn't.
It was an equal trade.
It wasn't a massive downgrade either way. So either way, it wasn't. It's pretty even. So
maybe even better because Logan's a much better pitcher, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean Gavin hasn't really found his pitching stroke yet, but something like you said, something has to change over there. They got to find what works for them and bow down on it. Like, I got asked you last week. What do you think one strength and one weakness is?
The weakness for them is the fact that they don't know what a strike is.
Yeah,
they swing at everything.
Yeah.
They're hitting 202 as a team.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's not great. That would be the lowest in history.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to stay there. Their biggest strength is their athleticism.
Yeah.
They have so much athleticism, and they're such good ball to bat skills. If they would know what a strike is,
I agree. 100%. I agree.
There's no regulator series. There's no 86. You know what I mean? Like there's no Diablo series coming. Every series is going to get tougher, and you're going to get everybody's best shot.
Yeah.
Because we as the PLW, we take pride in being in this league. Like most of us had to earn our stripes.
Yep.
I realized 2 seasons ago, I can't hit at this level, so I took myself out.
We got J Buff in the chat.
There we go, J Buff in the chat. There's the notes. There we go.
I will say the one thing I would like to see the Pharaohs do is, like you said, take better at bats. I mean, there's no shortage of power over there. Those guys, again, Seth can park them in the South Point. Trask can hit them. Riley can hit them. Logan can hit them. Josh Bott, like they can all hit home runs. But it's like, take the better at bats, have better approaches, take a better 2-strike swing, and it's like, I'm a victim of this. Last year, I did the same thing. All I want to do is hit bombs, hit the ball hard, and I hit 200. So it's have a better approach, work better counts. You'll get those cookies. You'll get those balls that you can open up on and just swing out of your shoes. But it's like when you go to an 0-2 count, you probably should stop swinging that way. You know what I mean? Have a better approach. Pass it on to the next guy. If you didn't get the cookie you were looking for, pass it on to the next guy, and hopefully they get one. So
yeah, I think that's the thing they can work on. And what the thing is, it's correctable.
Yeah.
So they know what a strike is. I also think they need to add a permanent player, not just an emergency player.
I think they need a team guy.
Yeah, they have 10 people on the roster.
Yeah.
One lives in California.
Yep.
One is Tara. You have 8 players. You know what I mean? Like Tara's awesome. She comes out and she's got a batting average. I can't say that. I don't have a batting average. She's got a higher batting average than some people that play a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't have enough players.
No.
You got to get a player. And I don't know what they
don't
are.
have enough pitching either.
Yeah.
They're Logan's biggest thing, what he needs to do now is he's got to train those kids, get them better on the mound. Yeah, they can pitch. Can they pitch effectively? I mean, it's your guess is as good as mine, but he's got to teach those kids how to pitch and how to pitch to certain hitters in this league. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these hitters in this league are exceptional hitters, and they're going to jump all over your rookie pitchers. So, and as a rookie pitcher, once you lose confidence, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck getting out of there.
So it can only go up for them. They're going to have kind of a mass unit this week.
Yeah.
But one of the guys they're adding that I know of is Miguel Ruiz.
Heard that kid's insane.
He can bang. Like he's in the number 3 hole on that team. Like he's jumping right in. So we're going to go to the next one, the number 9 spot. Who do you think is 9?
I'm going to go with the ones.
The ON East.
Yeah.
We have the ones.
They have attendance issues as well.
Yeah, they have attendance issues, but I will highlight that the rookies that they have are playing well. Parsons plays a great defense. He's going to figure it out. He's been effective on the mound. I mean, don't let the ERAs fool you. They've had some things. The one that strikes me, and I highlighted this so I wouldn't mess it up.
Parsons has been taking really good at bats lately. I've been watching him.
So they're powered by Adrian Gutierrez, 302, 6 home runs and 12 RBIs.
Yep.
But then it's James Ogburn, 1-0, 2.52 ERA, 16 2/3 with 12 Ks.
Really good ERA.
And then you've got Stein, again, partial player, but he's still going to get eligible. 2-1, 2.21 with 19 innings pitched with 20 Ks. The defense needs to improve.
Yeah.
No AK. And if Barrick and AK for some reason aren't here, their defense, I mean, the outfield defense is okay, but they don't have enough defense in the infield. They have to get better with that. The rotation when Stein's not here now is limited, especially if AK, because Good I don't even think pitched in the series that they did this. So, and that might be them trying to work the extra pitcher. You know what I mean? So
give your rookies a couple different looks. But I think the way you explain it, you pretty much explain their strengths and their weaknesses. Their strengths, pitching. Mm-hmm. Their weaknesses, defense. It's like their hitting is kind of in between. So they're hitting decently, but they're not hitting well enough to win games. So I mean, I can't say that because they won 2 series already, but to be able to be higher up in the power rankings, I should say.
Yeah, And so the ones they're gonna you kind of do a flip flop. You go through everybody the first 9 weeks, and then basically your season flips.
Yeah.
And you play opposite the same people go back. So they're gonna get to play some of the teams they haven't played yet, and maybe they can pick up a couple wins here. I don't think these two teams are gonna be battling out for 9 and 10. I think all year.
Yeah, I could see that. Unless the ones make a big move or a big trade or anything like that happens. But if they kind of stay stalemate there, I could see that as well.
So number 8 in the lineup, I got the Night Owls.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that. But it sucks because again, there's a lot of talent over there, and I don't know what happened, but they've kind of free fallen since the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of pop. Offensively, I don't think they're challenged. I think their lineup needs a little bit of correction. I think you got some guys batting in positions that maybe would be better benefit. I want to see Bo Evans in the lineup more. I know he's the manager, and maybe managers want trying to get the guys more playing time. But guys like Malik should be getting, if he's in the 5 hole, he needs to be in the 4 hole. He needs to get the one extra at bat a series because of the power that he has. Silva will figure it out.
Yep.
When McClendon is here, he needs to be a top 3 hitter. Levi's been a good leadoff hitter because he gets on base, takes walks.
Yeah.
But your lineup should be Levi or Miller, 1-2, and then somebody like Malik, or if Kiefer's here, Kiefer.
Yeah, I like Levi Miller. If it was up to me, I would like Levi Miller, Keith, Malik, Bo, and then probably Brundage to round it out at 6.
Yeah, Brundage, Silva.
Oh yeah, I forgot about when Silva's here. Yeah,
When Silva's here, he's got, they have.
You can't give up on him yet. He's a stud, man. He plays fast pitch. He's going to figure it out.
I would put Bo in the 6 hole.
Yeah.
The reason why, because he's a more accomplished hitter.
Yeah.
Less likely to be walked.
Yeah.
To walk to get to him, and he's known to have big hits. He's got scary power.
Yep.
And he's smart enough to roll that lineup over with a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Give these guys a chance to flourish is basically what I want to say.
I think they're talking about it in the chat as well. The biggest thing this season was signing Holligan for pitching depth, and so far it kind of seems like Holligan has maybe not found his way just yet. I know he's starting to get that screwball to work, and once that thing starts to screw, it's a good pitch. But if that screwball's not working, it's kind of he's just giving up runs, and that's what they needed. They needed a depth guy, and right now they don't have it. So unless Kiefer can start throwing strikes and Holligan can get that screwball working, it's just a Levi show again. So.
Yeah, they kind of walk. They walk out too much for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's acceptable to give up the single.
Yeah.
Just throw a competitive pitch. I mean, the lollipop is not really what people want to do.
Well, I think another thing is again why Levi gave up so many runs in that first game is he knows that if he walks out, I don't want to say it that way, but the game is in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like if Levi's not on the mound, the ones or the Night Owls are not feeling comfortable. So a lot of times he has to groove in those pitches, and to guys like Taylor Briner and Shane and Austin Topol and guys like that, you can't do that. You can't do that against the top hitters in this league because you're going to get punished, and they're going to put him over the fence.
And I think they're excited Miller's back.
Yeah.
Miller can step on the mound. He's effective.
I really want to see Miller pitch.
Miller can pitch.
He's an athlete.
He wants to see you on the mound because he owns you.
I don't want to even talk about that.
So, but that's who we have at 8. I think they're a team that can ascend. I think they're going to be better the second time through.
Yeah. But as of right now, 8's a good spot.
8's a good spot. Okay, I wanted to make sure because, I always like to bounce stuff off you. But, at the end of the day, I make the rankings. It doesn't really matter. 7, I got the Bombers.
Can't disagree there either. It's hard to hear these names this low in the power rankings, but again, they're power rankings for a reason. They don't show they have any power right now. So
yeah, I'm waiting for them to figure it out. At 4 and 7, they could easily be 7 and 4. Yeah. Like they played some tough series. Yeah. They can get it. They can turn it around. They can get as hot as anybody. Yeah. Their defense, I think, is top 3, top 4. Hartwell in the outfield is a stud.
Yeah, but Hollis has been making some rare errors at third. Like, you don't see that at Hollis.
No, you don't. And like I said, let's take the back of the baseball card for first 5 seasons and not discount what he's done in the past. And just
he's one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah.
But again, it's a new season right now where the power rankings are for this season. Yeah. So, his defense has got to clean it up, man. They got to clean it up, especially when a lot of the times, I know the last 2 series that I've umpired the last 2 series, and he's made an error and it's turned into runs.
Yeah.
Can't have that, man. Especially as a team when you're struggling to score runs. You got to try to, make the routines.
Yeah, and I would like to see, and this is just me. So, TB 52 won the MVP on par. He had offense. The offense is great.
Yeah.
But also he pitched.
Yeah.
He's not playing defense.
No.
Right. So that's what they got the draft picks for,
Yeah.
to save his legs, to do whatever.
Yeah.
Starting game one. If he's your ace, you start in game one.
Yeah.
If he's not your ace, who is your ace? Because whatever the ace is, in my opinion, the ace has to get 9 innings or appearing enough to give himself 9 innings, and you got to get at least 1 win out of him. At least.
They have 2 aces on the team, him and Max. Like, and again, I want to see Alex pitch more. Alex looked really good against the San Vipers, and I tell him all the time, I don't know why you stopped pitching. And I think that's another big thing for the Bombers. If Alex can start figuring it out on the mound, that's another good pitcher. But again, that's not their problem right now. Their pitching is not the problem.
Their lack of offense is the problem. No home runs last week.
I mean, they're not getting blown out in these games.
No, their defense keeps them in it. Their pitching is good enough, but they haven't had those timely home runs or even
hits.
A handful of solos. Yeah,
hits.
Yeah,
just hits in general. There's a lot of times they get runners in scoring position and not driving them in.
So the next one, number 6, I have my Legends.
Yeah.
We are in attendance. We're 6-6, which is the best start in Legend history, in case anybody's curious. We typically start slow. We figure it out. Pitching hasn't been our problem.
Yeah.
Like we have one of the lowest batting averages. I think the only team hitting worse than us are the Pharaohs. We're hitting 232 as a team. That's god awful.
Yeah, it's not great.
But we also only have 9 home runs. There are some players that have 9 home runs. We only have 9 home runs as a team.
Yeah, I think Tanner and Billy have 9.
Yeah. So, but a 2.45 ERA. Yeah. When has the Legends ever had a 2.45 ERA?
That's good though.
Yeah, it's great. It's second in the
You guys
league.
have had that good ERA?
No, never.
Really?
We've been terrible at pitching. We haven't had a great ERA ever.
That's kind of insane to think about with Billy Osgood and Casey.
Yeah.
And JT having the second half he had last year, and he started out good this year.
Yeah.
McDowell has 8 home runs. Yeah.
Yeah, so he has 8 by himself. So literally, team ERA is 2.45. JT Church at 186.
Yeah.
Osgood at 2.29. Trench Pacone with 2 complete games, 2.47.
ERAs are great, man.
Yeah.
Again, you guys almost have the same problem as the Bombers right now.
Yeah,
no offense.
We haven't been able to string it together. We've played in some weather games, but that's no excuse because the other team had to play in weather games. And he said Goot has 6. And there's 3.
McDowell has 8, Tanner, Billy, Weber 7, Goot has 6.
We have 2 guys with 2, and one's Cade Watkins.
I didn't even forget.
And the other one is Derek Corral.
Did he make the last?
No, he didn't make. He was coaching. So
yeah, Decal is a monster, man. He's so good.
So we will have Decal. We'll have our full complement this week, so we should be good.
So you guys are second in the league in ERA.
Yeah, we're second in the league in ERA.
Curious who's number 1, Adam. I think it's got to be the Cajuns, right?
Yes.
Oh no, Lightning.
No, Lightning. Because they're
Tyler had a 0 ERA before the last series.
Yeah, it ballooned to 1.6 something as a team. That's what their ERA went.
Horrible, man. That's horrible. A team ERA of 1. That's terrible.
Yeah. So so now we're at the 5 spot. Team near and dear to my boy's heart here. I got the Snappers. You guys looked a little bit better this week.
Let me think if I can think of 4 teams better than us right now.
Well, 4 teams.
I can think of 4 teams.
Yeah.
I like us in the 5 full.
Yeah, so I mean, again, this is the
Lightning 1, Cajuns in 3. Yep.
Yeah, so I think we've got 3 teams playing for 2 spots. Maybe 4 teams. Trying to get, I think the top 3 are going to be the top 3 most of the year, unless an injury, a trade, a blow up, an internal, whatever happens.
I think we have a different 3, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But I got you guys there, Shane Weber, Taylor Briner, like they win the series. Like it's literally 10. You guys hit 10 home runs in the series against the.
That's good, man. It's about time we finally showed some power because the first 2 series or 3 series we weren't really hitting for much. So it's all kind of Austin Topol.
Yeah. So
I think our biggest thing is strength and weakness is our strengths. Our offense is really good right now. We're hitting the ball well. We're seeing the ball well. Our weakness is obviously our pitching staff. Our pitching staff, we got to clean it up, man. I know Taylor, we always lean on Taylor, but one of us behind him, Shane, I know Shane's getting innings done, but not effectively, and myself, I got to pitch way better. I'm walking out, I'm giving up bombs. And it's not pretty over there right now for our ERAs and our pitching staff, but we'll get there.
5.72 is your ERA. That's including the no-hitter you threw against the Night Owls.
It's not great. Like that's the biggest problem. Like it's easily our pitching staff. So once we get that figured out, and maybe actually one of our better looking pitchers right now is Austin Topol, which is shocking because he's a rookie. So we got to buckle it down. We got to figure it out.
Are we going to have a Brendan Madero sighting?
It's hard for him because he works weekends, so
Okay.
it's very difficult for him to get out here. We need him badly because we need pitching. We need Murph to show up. If Murph can get here, we're gonna have to teach him how to pitch or something. We need another pitcher, man.
So I go to 4. So this is now we're in the playoffs. Where I got the Cajuns at 4. They're meteoric rise. They're the 1 in 5. There was no panic in Cajunville, and they still got the best 1-2. In my opinion, the best 1-2. Definitely the 2 best, lefties.
Yeah.
No offense, Tanner.
I don't agree with Cajuns at 4.
You don't agree with the Cajuns at 4? You think they're higher?
Yeah.
Think they're higher?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bounce off. They've won 6 of their last 7.
Yep.
They started off 1 in 5. Now they're 6 and 6.
Let me correct that. I don't think they're 4 if Roosh is here.
Okay.
If Roosh is not here or his attendance is still an issue, then yeah, they're perfectly at the 4 spot. But.
So Ryan Roosh is 2-2 with a .92 ERA. Andrew Leday 3-1 with a 1.66
It's
ERA.
the same thing they did last year. They did this exact same thing last year.
And then you got the top of the order. So we talk about
Roundy said offense taken.
I say Ted Roundy is one of my favorite people in this league. So
Cody says Roosh attendance not a problem anymore.
Not a problem anymore.
Love that if you're a Cajun fan.
You got to love that if you're a pro Cajun. So the thing that turned it around for them, they weren't hitting. Pitching has always been there.
Yeah.
Defense is always there, but they weren't hitting. Reynolds was struggling. Manziel wasn't here the first week. We benefited. Now they're on base with Cody at the top.
Yep.
You don't see Leday at the top.
Yep.
You see Cody Mansell.
So the thing to me about Cody that's the most impressive right now is not that he's hitting the ball. It's that he's walking as much as he's walking. I think he still leads the league in walks.
No, he does not lead the league in walks.
No, who passed him?
Hicksy. I think Hicks has 12.
That's fair. But for Cody to even be in that conversation, if you ask Cody himself, he hated walking. Like a lot of big hitters hate walking. I hate walking. So, it's glad to see that he was in a slump early in the season. He started to take his walks. And now his walks combined with his hitting, the only thing left is his power, and Cody's going to be right back. So
the top 2 guys are getting on base at over a 400 clip in front of Roosh and Leday.
Yeah.
Reynolds at 420. Manziel's on base is 439. So you got those 2 guys doing what they're doing. That's not in the last 2 weeks. That's for the season.
Yeah.
So how bad were they the first 2 weeks, and what are they doing now? The addition of Devlin Daniel to bat behind.
Devlin's been good all season, too.
Yeah, to bat behind Leday. So you're going to walk Leday to get to Devlin.
Yeah, it's not pretty right now.
It's not pretty. So
looks like Mateo leads the league. Mateo's got 12, Reynolds 11.
Yeah, so the walks are amazing.
Oh, no. Mateo and Reynolds.
Mateo has 12. Okay, there we go.
Reynolds
yeah,
11.
Bruce has a lot too. Bruce is number 1.
Oh.
So, okay, yeah, because I knew somebody had a lot of walks, and it was just like, okay.
Interesting.
Yep, so we're going to go number 3. This one might shock you. I got the Lightning.
It's not. That's exactly. I had them at 4.
Yeah, you had them at 4?
Yep.
Okay, so it's a long season. With that series what happened, they didn't look like themselves.
No.
The Walensky home run, I said it before, it's like Drago getting cut. Like we've seen that they're not invincible.
Yep.
I think the Vaders were the ones that slowed them down last year when they got off to a hot start.
So let me tell you why I have the Lightning at 4, because I know a lot of people are probably like, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What I expect out of a top 3 team in this league is you give up a game 1 like that, the way it happened, and you bounce right back. Mm-hmm. They didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, you take, obviously the last 2 guys are the Sand Vipers and the Vaders, but even the Cajuns, if you blow a game like that, those guys, they're still in the dugouts happy. They're still in there hyping each other up. They're still locked in. They're excited to be on the field. They're you know what I'm saying? Their morale is still there.
Yeah.
But when you give a game away like that, and your morale is, everyone's kind of like, what's going on? Like, do they not want to be out here anymore? Like, nobody looks like they want to play. That alone shows me that, like, there's some gripe in that dugout that needs to be fixed, because you can't give away a game like that and then get blown out the next 2. Not blown out, but you can't get swept. You know what I mean? You got to at least try to scratch 1. So
yeah,
that's the reason why I don't have them in my top 3 right now after a series like that.
And for me, the telling point was they batted out of order.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, that shows you right there.
That shows you right there. Like, that's not relaying whatever's happening in the dugout. If you're making a change as a manager or as a coach, or hey, even as the team, like you're going, hey, I'm struggling, throw me at the bottom.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're doing that, you have to put that out there. And the team they played literally said, okay, wait for him to get on base. Bruce gets a hit, you're batting out of order.
I mean,
Spurrier's out.
that's the biggest thing is, like, are you guys not talking anymore? Like, I know, like Cody said it perfectly. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. This is exactly what happened to the Lightning. Everything's been going well. Everybody's happy in that dugout. Everyone's having a good time. They all know what's going on. They're all present. And the moment they give up the bomb to Tyler Walensky, Cody said, I knew the series was over after that. It wasn't. It's like when that happens, lock back in, say, hey, Purdy, you're still Jake Purdy. Mm-hmm. Go out there, get us this win, and we'll move on to the next series or the next game. But when that happened, it's like their souls were gone, and they didn't know what was going on. And Chad's done a good job of keeping those guys level-headed, too, because when you see an instance where you bat out of order, come on, man. Come on. Brad, you ever let that slip on the Legends?
No.
Is that ever going to happen?
No.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It can't.
It can't happen. It can't happen.
To me that even happened.
But I think that, they said, the Walensky home run was kind of like the big jab.
Yeah.
But it was the runs saved. Again, if you haven't seen that game and you want to watch how to play defense, hey, everybody in the league, you want to watch a tutorial.
Yep.
How to play the outfield with this new rule, watch the Vader series.
They did it to perfection.
They did it to perfection multiple times.
It almost looked like they practiced it before because they didn't. That was like the first time. They're like, oh, just give it to me, I'll throw it. No, they had a plan.
Tanner came up, firing, turn and throw, and they hit, again, strong arms, accurate arms, and it worked to perfection. And they did it to perfection, and it was still like a 4.8 or a 4.9. Like, it was
exactly how hard it is.
It was amazingly hard, and they kept the game in, and they were able to steal that first game and roll.
Yeah, if you aren't ready for that relay, then you have no chance of getting the runner at home. But they're ready for it, so props to them.
So I'm going to go to 2. I got the Sand Vipers.
Can't disagree.
The offense, they're riding a 7-game winning streak.
Yep.
A.J. Petrovsky has kind of come from oblivion to take the reins.
How well he's been pitching lately.
To take the reins as their number one starter.
Filling a much-needed hole with Gannon leaving.
Yeah, much-needed Gannon. Tanek is pitching like the Tanek of old. He's pitching to contact. And with that defense, when Tavano is up the middle, Hicksy's up the middle, and Dean's at third.
It'll never not impress me whenever I see Hicks throw a ball. Every time he throws it, it's just unreal.
100%. And like Sasai calls it, where ground balls go to die.
Yeah, the physics don't make sense to me the way he throws the ball.
Again, I could explain it to you, but it's overrated. But here's the thing with them. The pitching has been serviceable, even though the ERA is kind of middling.
Yeah.
They have 4 guys with 10 RBIs. Think about that. I don't have anybody. I don't have one guy with 10 RBIs. They have 4.
I will tell you, I have the Sand Vipers as my number 1 offense in the league right now.
Yeah. So, and Tanek is pitching great. He's got a top 5 ERA. He's got an ERA like 1 something. Tanek, hit me with your ERA. I know you're listening.
You know he's in there waiting on this.
Exactly. He's waiting for sure. And I got no problem with that. But he's got a low ERA. Yeah. They're playing defense well.
Defense is good over there.
Yep.
And I think, again, I know we've skipped out on some of the strengths and the weaknesses of certain teams, but I think when we get to the top teams, it's definitely time to talk about it. And I think the only thing that can stop the Sand Vipers right now is the pitching staff. He's got a 1.6.
Yeah, 1.64.
It's really good.
Yeah, he knows. He's in the chat. He knows. He's one of the 35 viewers. He's paying attention.
Yeah, I think if anything can slow them down, because their pitching staff has been good, but they haven't played. Have they played the Vaders yet? I don't think they have. Oh, No, they did. They have played the Vaders.
Okay.
And I believe they
beat them.
I don't know. But my point is that it's when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, especially in playoffs, is like, if that pitching staff isn't pitching the way they are now and people start to figure them out, when they play a top offense, like, it's just going to be an absolute barn burner. And I think their strengths is obviously their hitting. Their hitting is absolutely unreal.
So we go to number 1. There's only leaves one team left. I think we might agree here. It's the Vaders.
I don't think it's necessarily close right now.
Yeah, so the Vaders, another team with a 7-game win streak, playing as good as anybody. And we talked about it earlier. Eder is not hitting. No Gio, no Hut.
I think the league should be scared right now.
I think you're looking at a team that's poised to be the first 2-time champion. We haven't had one yet. They're looking like a pedigree. Now, again, they're one of those teams that they can go flat just because that's how they are. They're an emotional team. If something like that happened to them where Halid hit, Salad hit the home run.
Sasai keeps saying Ethan Ibarra is going to be here. Sasai, you've said that all season long, and I haven't even seen him once. I know he's here for one series, but until he starts showing up and is here week to week, then I'll believe that.
Yeah, that's like me saying
right
Derek Corral is going to be here every week.
Right now we're going to worry about the Vaders, who they have there, and who shows up consistently, because right now we all kind of know what the team looks like. And so the only person, in my opinion, that there's having attendance issues is with Stepna. When Stepna shows up,
they're sick.
He isn't even like Stepna is such a vital part of that team, and I don't think people realize that when Stepna's there, his attitude, his vibe, his energy, his swagger, like they all play off of Stepna, and especially Kyle. I know Kyle's a big hype man, and when him and Step get going, like they're different players, man.
So they have 3 aces. I'm gonna read these numbers off to you. Billy Santiwan, 2-2 with a 5.90 ERA. Okay. Kyle Etter, 3-0, 1.66 ERA.
Yep.
Tanner Roundy, 2-1 with a 2.19 ERA.
Yep.
That's not counting Jason Walker, who has 2 wins.
Yep.
Nate Stepna, who's come in and has no, I don't think he has any runs.
He's a strike thrower, which is what you need.
And then you
got
got
a guy who only throws strike.
There you go. And then you got a lineup where Santiwan and Roundy.
I mean, just take a look.
I'm gonna hit these lights real quick. There we go. Little red button. There you go. Where you got 2 guys that have 7 home runs at the top of the order.
Yep.
Their defense is top 2 or 3.
Look at are those the batting averages?
Yeah, these are the batting
averages. And mind you guys, Gio and Hutt have not been here recently, and like those guys alone are massive power and massive batting averages and guys that hit well in that lineup. So the fact that the Vaders are doing this, missing guys like that, and then missing Ethan Ibarra, who's probably whatever, if those 3 somehow show up,
if Ethan Ibarra is playoff eligible,
yes, the Vaders might not lose that game, Brad. Like, mind you guys, Kyle Etter is hitting like 180. Like, I don't think anybody understands. Kyle Etter is hitting 180, Brad.
Yeah, and he's
a 360 hitter who I think the 2 seasons he's been in the league has hit over 30 plus.
Oh, we
bombs.
got it right here.
Yeah.
So Kyle Etter, 186.
Like, that's unreal.
He's got 4 bombs.
I think he has like 6 hits and 4 of them are home runs.
Yeah.
Like, that's not Etter, we all know. Yeah. So if he starts to figure it out, Ethan somehow starts showing up, Gio and Hutt show up. Where you hit all these guys? They're gonna have to hit 9. Like, well, they're not gonna have a choice.
And Sasai, I have him right now probably leading manager of the year because he's after my own. He picks up Jason Walker, or has Jason Walker on the lineup. He picks up Walensky off the free agent list, and both of those guys are immediate returns for victories. 5 wins thanks to those 2 guys, because I think that Walensky turned that series around, and Walker with his 2 home runs, and he came in and pitched. Like,
I think as of right now, like, the Walensky bomb might be play of the season until something takes it over. I mean, you're down 3-0, bottom 6, 2 outs, facing Cy Young candidate Purdy, who everybody knows is not easy to hit. That play alone changed that entire series. If Walensky comes in there and just strikes out, Lightning win game 1. And they probably steamroll. So it's like that home run alone, props to Sasai for picking up Walensky, and props to Walensky for being ready for the moment.
Well, and Tyler Walensky played on a team. If you guys are new to the PLW, there was a team called the Long Ballers that came out of the Taco League.
Cody says they're also one bad series away from swinging with full bats at each other in the club. Rowdy says, who says we haven't swung at each other already?
But Walensky is my guy. Like, he came from a team. So listen to this team. Sean Merciel.
Yep.
Andrew Leday. Tyler Walensky. And then they had Kohler playing.
Jay Kohler.
Jay Kohler. Yep. Scott Howay. Like, they had legit players.
Yeah.
How they didn't make it into the league, you're welcome. Yeah. Because that was when the Tomahawks went down. But that ends that. We're going to go so player of the week. Throw that up real quick, Trev.
Trev's getting it ready for us right now.
Player of the week coming up. It's my man TB7.
The Jesus Christ of PLW, Cody Runnels. My man, TB7.
He went 5 for 10. He hit 500. He had 4 home runs. He had 2 wins, I think, too, and an ERA like 0. Like, no, 0.9. He gave up. So 0.9.
I know some of those runs were given up from him in the game when he walked out.
So, 0.90. It could have been anybody. I could have picked anybody. I mean, I had Walensky after the first series. Yeah. It could have been J-Dub.
No, I'm just kidding.
Never.
I'm just kidding.
Never. I mean, it could have been Gutierrez because of his 3 home runs. It could have been
Tanner.
It could have been Tanner Roundy. It could have been Etter. It could have been anybody.
It could have been Perush.
It could have been quite a bit, but that's who my player of the week was. We're going to get right into the predictions here for the 30s.
This is my fun board. Where did we go last week? I think we only lost on your series, right?
Yeah.
Did we take the Legends? I did. We did say Legends. Yeah, I think we missed out on one.
Yeah, we missed out on one. So we both had the Bombers too.
Okay, so we missed out on
we
two.
went 3-2. Yep.
It's not the greatest. We got to do better, Brad.
We got to do better.
Okay, here we go.
First series, the Vedas and your beloved Snappers.
Yeah, we're smoking on Vader Pack. Just kidding.
So this is a game. This is one of those series where again, it can go in my mind. If you guys take game one and it's dominant, and Taylor doesn't have to pitch 6-7 innings, right? And you don't have to waste a lot of pitching. You have enough offense to compete.
Yeah. We are going to have attendance issues, though, this Saturday. That's going to be our biggest downfall for sure.
Yeah.
We've got players out.
But the Vaders look like, and the Vaders are going to be missing some players, too. I think Mr. Roundy's not making it, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if Eder's going to be
Oh,
there.
wow. See, look, all day Lede, Vaders sweep.
Nobody cares what Lede thinks.
But I know what I picked. I'll hear your pick first.
Again, I'll never go against the Snappers. So I don't care. I don't care if we have two players that show up. That's my team, man.
Yeah, Tanner is like, what does the lineup look like? Give us a little down low. What's
I can't. That's
privileged.
That's our manager to.
That's
to
privileged
discuss.
information.
Yeah, that's our manager's.
Only player missing is Roundy, so they're going to be Hut.
Yeah,
everybody's back.
Well, I don't think Hut and Gio are going to be here.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Ethan's definitely not going to be here. We know that.
I got the Vaders just because.
Yeah, I mean,
Eder's going to be there.
Yeah. In my opinion, so I'm obviously going to take the Snappers, but I if the Vaders do win, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I won't disagree. They're the number one team in the power rankings right now. So.
Yeah. Second series, another original 5, Sand Vipers Owls. I think this can go all kinds of bad. This can be all kinds of bad.
This might be like this might be the first 40-run season or series of the season
because the wind's supposed to be blowing out.
Yeah.
This could be
Hut and Gio are coming. He says, "Okay, yeah, it could get ugly."
Yeah, that could get ugly, but
yeah, Viper's sweet. I mean, I don't know, man.
I hate to predict sweeps, but this one I say the Night Owls figure a way to get at least one. I think Levi's good enough to shut him down because he has shut him down, but he has to pitch. He can't give up 10 runs. 10 runs ain't going to do it.
I don't know, Brad. I think the Vipers might score 30+ runs this series. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly quick.
Okay.
And the problem is this could completely derail your clubhouse if you're the Night Owls here. You got to try to keep these games close. And like you said, if you can scratch one, you're fine. But if you come out and they just blow you out all 3 games, it could get ugly in Night Owls camp.
Yeah, it could be bad.
I hope for their sake it doesn't. And I want to see some good series. So hopefully they can keep it close. Hopefully Levi looks like Levi, and we have a good series. So
I'm like my man Jim Dodos. I like chaos. I want all the bad teams, all the teams in the lower in the power rankings to beat the higher teams.
Yeah.
I want everybody at the end to be like within 1 game of each other, so that the last 2 weeks are just dynamic.
Absolutely.
Last series of the night, my beloved Legends, full Monty. Everybody's there against the Lightning. Let me hear it. I already know what he's going to say. You can't offend me.
You guys might be the Lightning punching bag this week,
Yeah.
Brad.
Wow.
No, I listen.
Bad
I
week
think
to be
as long as Casey's there and Billy's there and Church is there and Decal is there, it's going to be a close series. I don't know. Everyone's be there for you guys.
Everybody. The
Cade
person
too.
I haven't heard back from is Cade. He's coaching baseball, but I don't even have.
This is gonna be a close series.
I don't even have Cade in the lineup to start, whether he's there or not.
Yeah.
I got Brendan Height in the 6th. Oh, we have no Trench. Trench is not there this week.
It's going to be a good series, Brad. Do you guys hit Purdy well in the past?
We have, but he's also had those games where but he's given us bulletin board material. He said the bad week to be a legend. Not if you walk out in the first.
Who
It
said
won't
that?
matter. Purdy,
Oh,
right
no.
there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Purdy, I was going to take you guys 2 or 3, bro, but you can't do that, man. Purdy, you know better, man.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be a really, really, really good series. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a way better. We have Sansone. Oh yeah, he's Sansone, Corral, Taravella. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got 3 lefties.
Who are you taking? Obviously, you're taking the
I took
Legends.
the Lightning.
Yeah.
I took the Lightning. I like to give my team bulletin board material, because I want them to be like, hey, like this again. This is based
Did
on
we
what
agree on every series last week?
Yes, every series.
We're disagreeing.
We disagree.
I'm taking the Legends 2 and 3.
So I like to give my guys a little, but we haven't played the Lightning well.
Yeah,
like in a couple of seasons. But
you're due.
Well, let's put it this way: we aren't going to hit 232 for the whole year. I guarantee that we will not be in the bottom 4 for averages when the season's over.
It also depends on what Casey Taravella we get. Because if we get perfect game, I'm here to pitch Casey Taravella. That's going to be a tough series for them to get hits for sure. And again, if they get down early, if you guys can scratch some early and decal, takes pretty deep and it's like a 2-0, 3-0, that team kind of struggles to battle back. So they need to get off strong. If they don't, it could be a Legends.
But again, I like playing against Purdy because again,
Purdy's my dog, man. I love Purdy.
I like competing. I think we're going to compete. I think my guys can beat any team out here week in, week out.
Yeah.
We have the full Monty, but again, it's like, okay. But I think I have all my pitching except for Trench.
Yeah.
So I'm good with it. And Brendan Height, I didn't know this. He can throw. He can pitch. He's a lefty that can pitch. Got a nice little.
That's going to be good to see then.
It's going to be good to see. So next is
This is Sunday series, correct?
This is the first Sunday series, and it's Cajuns and the ONEs. Cajuns are going to beat them.
They're going to win the series.
They're going to win the series. I think they're going to win the series, and I think it's going to be.
They put one sweep.
Yeah. This is what I predict.
You can't make your own bulletin board material.
Yeah, you can't.
That's not how that works, buddy.
This is the Gavin Manziel coming out party.
Yeah.
They're going to play in the wind, blowing. It's going to blow across the field, so it's coming. It's going to blow across. So in from right, kind of the wind the lefties hate.
Yeah.
But Leday's a flick. He can flick it to center field and let it blow out.
Is AK here for that series?
I believe AK is here for the series, but I haven't seen it.
I think they scratch one.
You think they get one?
I think they steal a game somewhere. I don't know where in that series they're going to steal it, but I think I don't know who their game 3 pitcher starter is going to be. Probably Runnels, I would assume.
Runnels or Boba. They've been going with Boba.
Yeah, if they put Boba in, Couch is going to hit a bomb for sure. So I think they steal one somewhere.
Okay, so I agree. I have a 2-1 Cajuns. But like you said, it's always a bad.
Cody said, "Steal what, our Wallace?"
So but again, too many veterans.
Oh
on the
wait, no Stein, no Goot. Yeah, never mind.
Never mind.
Oh my. No Stein, no Goot, or AK.
Oh. So that series will be over early.
Yeah, the ones might not score a run. Oh man.
Oh, that's right. No, because they are picking up some PCO guys. They're picking up like Leonard Quinville's pitching a game for him from the 86ers because he's starting.
Yeah, but they said, we probably don't need to play those games. We could probably just put 3-0 and move on to the next series.
No, we got to play him. Welcome to the stat.
I do feel bad, though. No, that does suck because, the ones you kind of need your star guys and you're playing arguably one of the best teams in the league right now, it's never happy. I wouldn't be happy to show up to that series.
Yeah. And then the last series of the night, the Pharaohs against the Bombers. Is this can't get right against get right or like the Bombers figure it out? Because you're looking at.
Let me put it this way, Brad. If the Bombers lose this series, someone's getting traded on the Bombers. I can guarantee it. There's no way you come out here and lose that series.
You can't do it.
There's not a world where if you come out and lose that series, they might lose their head tops. Like, it's not. If the Bombers do not win the series, someone's getting traded. I'm calling it right now.
So you're saying there's trouble in Bomberville?
If they don't win this series.
Oh, okay.
Like, think about it like this, Brad. That is the team you bounce back against.
Yeah.
If the Pharaohs beat you in this series, let the Pharaohs sweep. If the Pharaohs sweep the Bombers, man.
So you're saying take away the shoelaces.
Yes.
If the Bombers lose game 1 and they're down in game 2, you need to start pulling shoelaces. Yep. We're going to have some.
Yep. Start packing your bags. You're getting shipped to a new town. There's no way in the world the Bombers lose this series.
So we agree on everything but one.
Trevor says, "Ain't no way. I swear to Almighty." let me get a shot of Trev. How you feeling about this series, Trev?
Yes.
Show me with your fingers how many games you guys are winning.
Flash down is my man TB. Let's see what he's got.
Let me see what TB looking like. What is he
3.
showing?
He got
3? The 3-0. The 3-0. Love that, man. That's what you need to see, man.
I love to hear it. I love to see it. So we only differ on on 2 series.
Yeah.
I have the Vaders. You got your Snappers.
Yep.
And then I bet against my Legends, and you bet on the Legends.
Yep.
So he's trying to get brownie points for Sansone. Trying to get like a hit when he's on the book.
I need Sansone to teach me how to hit, man. I can't be going against him right now.
Right. Say, you want to see that? So again, we're gonna have another great week of whiffs.
Yep, I'm excited.
Me and J-Dub be back here next Thursday.
Let's before we cut out here.
Yep.
What is your highlight series of the week?
Right off the bat, it's probably the first one. Vader Snappers. It's a team that I think
With our attendance issues, I don't think that's...
you don't think that's going to be a series. Well, if the attendance are that big of an issue, then it's the Legends Lightning.
That's my pick for the series of the week.
It's the last one. Everybody's going to be out here.
I know on paper people think, oh, the Legends have been struggling. The Lightning look great. But when you start to get down and you peel away those layers, there's a lot at stake here for both teams, and it's going to be a massive series. I think it's going to... It can go either way.
If we find a way to win that series and we get to 8-7 and we're over 500... That'll be as good as we can. That I would have imagined. I would have thought the games would have played differently, like different results, but the same record kind of thing. Yeah. And the Lightning again. I think the Lightning are really good. I think they have one of the best teams. They got some of the best players. Yeah. But
I mean, it's kind of if you're the Lightning, it's kind of your chance to say, hey, look, we stumbled last week, but we're back.
Yeah.
So you let this thing snowball. It could be an ugly sight.
I can see that for sure. Yeah. And I want to see what happens in this last series. Like, you're going to have the elements. Pharaohs and Bombers. Pharaohs are coming out here with a mass unit. A lot of mass units going on Sunday.
Let me go out and say this. If the Bombers don't destroy the Pharaohs, they might be upset. Because I think, like you said, the Pharaohs are missing guys, right? Mm-hmm. So they're missing their core. Bombers should have their entire core here. After what they've gone through this season, this is the series you come out here and you just absolutely mash on these kids. You hit bombs left and right. Your pitching looks amazing. This is a series you kind of need to come out and show, like, hey, we're the Bombers still. You can't win these 1-0, 2-0, 2-1.
No, it's not a recipe.
I need to see 8-9 runs scored if I'm the Bombers.
Yep, I think that's right. I think we're going to have me and J-Dub again in the booth next week. We'll get some better highlights. We get a little bit more organized.
Down, Cody. I'll be in the booth with you for that.
There we go. J-Dub in the booth. You're going to be in the booth calling it? There we go.
Lightning Legends. That'll be a good one.
That'll be a good one. There we go. So that's going to end it for today.
Yep.
That's Jonathon Wilson, Snappers, lefty, star pitcher.
Thank you, guys. Again, we're nothing without you guys, man. We love all you guys.
Thank you so much. Hit the music.